Hard to believe the end of May is here, but we still got one more week before we head into June, the summer months, and the 5 weekly divisions are going to headline the events tonight. We're going to start off with the SK Modifieds, where 2 drivers had their best season finishes to date, and Kyle standing by with one of them.
And Bonssa able to catch up with a driver that's coming off a podium finish from a week ago, the driver of car number 3 in the SK Modifieds, Troy Talman. And Troy, great run for you. In fact, a couple of top 6 finishes to open this 2022 campaign. Are you happy where the car and this team is right now after the first month?
Yeah, very happy. We got a new car, new to us car. We took it out last year, kind of shook it down, got the bugs out of it, and made a few changes over the off season. Jimmy Fuller helping out crew chief in the car. He's helped out a lot. We're off to a good start. Long season, only been 3 races, but couldn't really be happier right now. They say 15 guys can win every week. It's really true. Everyone's professional, everyone's top notch. But I think we got a good program going this year. I'm pretty happy with everything, the whole package. I have to thank my family really for putting me in position. It starts with my parents. It's just been great.
Troy, best of luck to you here later tonight.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Looking for that one extra spot in the SK Modified feature event later tonight. One driver that finished in the top 5 for the first time this season a week ago in the SK feature is standing by with Nicole LaRose.
Tyler Hines is the definition of a true racer in the SK Modified division here at Stafford. Over your career, you've had to make some interesting swings, and you always find a way to adapt to whatever comes your way. You ran your family car here a couple years ago, had some struggles with that car, and then went off to drive for a car owner, ended up having a lot of success, and now you're back in a family-owned car, but you're pretty fast so far this season. What has it been like, the change to running that family-owned car again and, trying to find the speed? What did you take that you learned from last year?
It's been really good actually. The car's been really fast. I got all the same guys pretty much with us helping me out, so that's huge. Last year I just basically had the opportunity to really run up front every week with in the SK division, which is not easy to do. So that's the biggest thing that I took from it. This year we've had speed. We just need a couple things to bounce our way, and I think we're going to be in victory lane for sure. I had high expectations. It's a brand new race car. My uncle owns it, so we kind of had a pretty good idea of what we were getting ourselves into coming into this year. And we had pretty good speed right off the get-go. Just haven't had things bounce exactly how we wanted them to. But last week's 4th place finish, it kind of hopefully helps get the momentum going for the rest of the year.
Tyler Hines, he battled for the lead quite a bit last week, ended up 4th. He's got some speed in this 58 car. We're going to see if he can make victory lane here tonight. Now we're going to throw it to Bonssa, who's standing with Adam Gray.
Nicole, Adam Gray, the 3-time late model champion, has had quite an eventful start to the season. Obviously, you have to start in the back because of the issues that happened the season opener, but how have you felt about the performance of the car this year, and what more do you need out of it to try and compete for a podium?
We, kind of first time in like 15 years, we actually tore the car down this winter. Every bolt was new, so it's kind of, we started a season knowing we'd have a little bit of the new car blues going, even though the thing's 20-something years old now. And I think we're in the right direction. Last week the car was quick, just no cautions. I was a little rusty the first couple weeks. My crew's the only one that's been keeping the car going, so we hopefully I can step up the pace tonight and see what we can do.
Well, one thing you can count on is not counting out Adam Gray. He's going to be competitive, and if he's feeling good and still needs a little bit of work to do, might have to watch that black 97. Now we're going to transition to the SK Light pits and with Kyle Rickey.
And Bonssa, we're with a driver in the top 10 in the SK Light Modified Championship standings. 2 top 10s, including a 4th a week ago, Amanda West. And Amanda, a great start to the season with those 2 top 10s. How would you summarize the first 3 weeks for your 15 team?
Our season's starting off pretty good. I mean, with the exception of the 2nd week, just wrong place, wrong time. But first week we had a 7th, last week we had a 4th, and I'll take it. Last week the car wasn't the greatest, but maybe that rain delay or the rain out did benefit us a little bit. But we know what we need to do to make things better for this week, and we know where we need to be a little better to hopefully get one spot better on the podium, or even going for our first win tonight. So made some changes this week, and hoping that the rain's going to hold off and see what we can do.
Looking for her first podium of the year, looking for her first career win. That's Amanda West here in the SK Light Modifieds. Now let's hear from a driver that has had back-to-back podiums in the limited late models with Nicole.
Matt Clement, a familiar face in the limited late model division here at Stafford, definitely one to watch for the championship run this year. And your season so far, let's talk about it a little bit. You have a DNF, a third, and a second. So you're slowly making your way up to that victory lane finish here tonight. What do you think about today?
I think today's the day, honestly. Car was good last week in practice, no heat races, and then in the feature just loosened up, and we were able to hold on to a third, which I don't want to say I'm happy about because I want to win, but I'm happy with that. But we're going in the right direction after the season we had last year, so should be a good night. But I'm happy to see the division grow. My dad's had a car in this division for, God, feels like 20 years now, so we're happy to see the division grow. Our team's growing every year, it seems, so, you know, happy.
The roles have definitely been shuffling around in these first few weeks in the limited late models, so we'll see if Matt can get in victory lane here tonight. Now we're going to throw it to Bonssa Tufa, who's standing with Travis Downey.
One of the most talked about finishes in recent memory happened last week in this restock division, and it involved this guy, Travis Downey, who came home second by 5/1000ths of a second. I know you wanted to get that first win, but from where you started this year and how far you've come in just a few weeks, how do you feel about the performance of this 42?
I feel like that we've accomplished what we're looking for this year. We just have to keep moving forward. All my guys have been great. I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get the win, but you know, there's always next week. I kept it clean. I'd like to get my first win that way. I don't really want to rough somebody up. Pretty happy with everything that's going.
It'll be a fun way to end the month of May, and you can see how guys like Travis Downey do tonight as the heat races get started around 6 and the features get started around 7. If you're not here, be here, and if you are here, let's go to Ben Dodge in the booth.